and welcome back to Agent Wonders 4. We are into the thick of it as we have finally started capturing all of our gold wonders, the Shrine of Meridias, and our 2 special trees. We are in a war with Mysticarium and what's his name down here? Jeff Trench, the Starcaster, the Regent to the west, which we're going to be diving into. We are working on binding our gold wonders to try and get our magic victory. We have a very good alliance down here, and then we have a shaky alliance up here. But I am hoping if we can at least get these bound and start up the final stuff, those alliances will hold until the end. We ended on an end turn. Let's begin on an end turn and see what kind of trouble we can get into. There's a big army marching between Center Pike and Mysticarium constantly, which is stopping me from sieging this right now. But the plan is that we are gonna try and take out this vassal. He's only got 30. But it's still generally like 4 turns of sieging, 2 turns of capturing, 3 turns of capturing. Fire Force Stone. We've got vassalage with default. That's fantastic. We'll queue up a Covenant of the Faith, but let's keep doing Anointed People for right now. We have certainly gathered quite a number of free cities here. Poor Silverbridge is just in this weird constant state of being swapped back and forth. But I feel very good about this. We have a lot of vassal states, and it's going to keep growing. This random warlock is... Don't go that way, man. Why would you go that way? You were queued up to go the right way. Our main army is coming back down here. We've got our knights now, and they are got a few levels on them. Significantly stronger than they used to be. Honestly, I think I'm gonna force march them and just let them start coming down, and then we can start marching over this way. I want to take this Everwell, but I think I'll leave that probably for our big boy. And then we have a weird other set of armies forming in here. I need to grab one more Houndmaster. And I wanted to grab some more tree people. We were going to grab a Spring Fairy for this army. So we'd have the Horn God, the 2 Entwined Protectors, a Spring Fairy, and then probably... I'll get another Entwined Protector and a Entwined Scourge to round that out. Replace the pig. Or keep the pig and let the pig level up. We got options. My dudes, we got options. All right. Yeah, these guys are coming back up here. But they have split their army a little bit. So maybe my best option is to try and snipe that. They have this outpost here, which is... I do have a quest for, but I don't think we're going to be getting to. The tough-looking Mara the Charger approaches you without hesitation. I'm the chosen representative of the Orkney Owlings. We've heard stories of the Wizard Kings. You didn't bring nothing but destruction. We're going to rise up against you. Heard of them. They set up their camp near Low Rule. Their aggressive claims will cause unrest in Low Rule unless I do something. I could block my growth, get some alignment. I could gain a bannerman for some gold. Block my draft. And throw somebody in my crypt. Or just lose city stability. I'm going to give them food because we're actually like pretty close to getting the best alignment. And we will get some buffs from that. We have like a building that scales off of it. 300. What? Well, that's obviously not correct. Yeah, let's cut this off at the pass for sure. Army, just this army, please. What is going on here? There we go. Really making that difficult. Undying battlefield. Every turn, each corpse is resurrected as a skeleton with berserk. Skeleton units themselves are not resurrected by this effect, are non-vital, and die at the end of combat. I think this should be okay. I have the outpost to heal here. Man, that's like a lot of good units. The game really does not want me to have knights. This is what I am discovering. Yeah, that was a kind of outrageous. He's got a Druid of the Cycle. And he's got this Storm Giant, but everything else is like not that bad. You're an archer. Cast Sworn Bond on you. Deals damage to a target unit. Enemy units in a 3-hex line get hit. Okay, there's no AoEs there, which is what I was checking after I moved everybody into position. Doggies. You're my skirmisher, Houndmaster, and more doggies. All right, feel good about that. Big frozen there. Wow. That was their hero? Damn, dude. Frostwind Evocation. So these are the new evoker abilities. Elemental Gateway. Damn, dude, that slapped me. I'm gonna have you fly behind this guy and hit him. You can go for Charge Strike on him. Don't love that, but I think I'll put you here. This is probably the riskiest choice. Give him a snapshot. And then just have him throw that flaming javelin. All right, so these Peacebringers have this line shot ability. That's pretty great. Wow, we really got frozen here. Basically, I want to make sure that like nobody is directly behind this guy. I think what I'm going to do is that and that. You know, kind of give him the heal he needs to stay alive. Probably. Probably should have fired that first. I am really terrible at not shooting that snapshot. That scatter shot. I'm also really terrible at realizing I could have moved and then shot that. Now, I could run a knight back on them. I also have this liege guard. I also have this knight. You're an aspirant knight, but you have sprint. So I probably want the liege guard here just so that nothing can get through to all of these weakened archers. Oy, oy, oy. Honestly, probably just better off going for him. Hit that hero. Give him the condemn. Don't move in a position where you get lined. If I run him there, he's for sure gonna get killed. If I run him there, it's also pretty likely. Oh, maybe less. Do some serious damage to that berserker. Finish tutorial for Brigand, the Legend of Runeseria, onto the main game. Favorite faction, and to think of ways to recreate it in Age of Wonders. I do love doing that. I often think about making some like Warhammer style factions. I'm gonna go for this. And then we'll just take a little punch on him. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, order buff and healing spells grant 3 fortune. Interestingly enough, Call to Glory, because it's not a order spell, it's a feudal spell. I thought maybe this one would count. So I think I'm just going to slap the old Divine Beacon down here. Let everybody have the big heal. A lot of Zerks triggering. I don't understand why he didn't counterattack any of those. I feel like attacks of opportunity are not working. I know that one was like a different, but can't tell if it's just me. I guess he attacked the hero. Oof, that was an awful charge. Wow, I'm really getting screwed by this berserk here really badly. Damn, dude. All right, you should go up and kill him. You can go for that Zerker. You just missed, but you hit the Zerker and triggered Steadfast on him, so that's kind of nice. Not sure I have any way for that liege guard or that knight to get out of here. And ironically, the whole reason we fought this was so those guys didn't die. And yet, here we are again on our own. Going down the only road we ever known. I don't know, that 30 HP is gonna do it. I don't really think it will. Doggies. $34, $21. Yeah, all right. Get rid of the Druid of the Cycle because it does have like the auto kill ability, which is not exactly a fun time. Figured at least I get the crit flowers there. I guess you summoned maybe these dread spider hatchlings, or I think actually I might have just ignored them. Stay on top of that mage. That's a kill on the hero. And I might be able to block anyone from getting to that knight. Everyone except for this guy. Who, unfortunately, like... he's steadfast, but not pacified, right? So he still gets around, which means he's gonna try to kill that knight. Now, he might not be able to actually do it. 41, 27. Oh no, you absolutely will be able to do that. Ah, that hero would slip away. God damn. Part of me is like, I think I maybe just conjure another divine beacon. Hope for the best. I guess it is what it is here. What did he hit me with? A spell? Goddamn, man. He killed my liege guard. And he killed my knight. And he's probably going to kill my aspiring knight. He might kill 2 aspiring knights. I'm starting to think that the army that should be following me should just be a stack of aspiring knights. And then whenever one dies, we just add in another guy. Because I don't feel like we're having a lot of luck otherwise. %. Let's graze. Let him kill him. Kill that berserker. Start shooting this giant down. I've got a heal I could drop on this guy. I got a couple of heals I could drop on this guy, actually. You are steadfast. Retaliation on miss would kill that Aspiring Knight. So I'm going to go here. Heal him. Let this dog take the retaliation. Which I guess he's not actually taking. It's hard to use ranged attacks against mistlings. But I don't really have anything else, so throw those 5% at them. And then Sunder. I'll send you up there. Send you after him. You can't do anything other than shield wall, apparently. Apparently, I love Conjure Divine Beacon this campaign. It is my jam. Game says no knights for me. Yeah, it really does not want me to have units. God damn it, dude. He keeps using diffuse health to kill me. What an absolute rat goblin. I guess, like, there's not a lot I can do when his options are, like, focus everything I have to kill a single unit. Let's just have you jump here. So then you can melee attack. Working him down. Kind of crazy to think like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units all attacking a single skirmisher and they can't kill him. A single broken skirmisher, I should note. Lots of nice flanking here. Blap, blap, blap. Blap. Run you there. Run you there. Yeah, just kill him. Bannerman does huge damage to these undead. Okay. There, we're good. Yeah, so unfortunately, I did lose a knight. I lost a Liege Guard, and I lost a Houndmaster. I didn't lose the Aspiring Knight. He managed to stay alive, so a minor perk out of that. It's a decent armor. That's potentially really good for us, and horse mount. You might be better off with ignore 4 status resistance. Given that your whole thing is about, like, domination, suffer misfortune, gain affliction. Yeah, you absolutely would be better off with the channeling mantle. You probably the chest plate of vitality, but maybe that. No, you know what? Let's go with the hardy mail. also give you the demoralizing mask. You gain a level. Boarded, reinforced. We'll go reinforced. Nobody else picking up levels here. And at long lasting last, we have produced an item forge. So we're going to get rid of some junk. Ooh, you can multi-select items now. So nice. So bougie. Can I make anything good? That's a great question. I feel like we have an archer. Maybe just do physical damage. My archer is all about crits, so stacking a couple of crit things on here could be nice. Condemned is also really good for us. I do love Magic Origin Slayer because it affects so many units. Honestly, maybe just do that. Sharpened bow. The bow of summon slaying, the sniping astral bane. We could call this like a critical magical missile, or like a, why don't we call it the magic missile launcher? I'm wondering if I should give it lightning damage. I guess like lightning is really good against constructs. God, I'm having a hard time remembering everything right now. I wish we had the holy damage here. I'm okay with just physical. The not so magic missile launcher. There is a cool thing now when you make items, they can show up in future runs. So I feel like whenever we name something, I actually have to put the little bit of extra effort into making sure the name is halfway decent. Right. Where me grunts. Where's me lads? You guys got pounded here. You got pounded so bad that I also can't move you back unless I force march you, which might be a good idea. Honestly, I think it is. Otherwise, I feel like they run a much larger risk of being attacked. So, yeah, I guess like just more knights. Here's the thing. If I can hire knights through this, they're actually slightly better. They had knights before. Avernos had knights, but maybe I've already recruited them this round. So I'm just going to grab a liege guard then. Aspirant knights. I guess I'll grab prison cells there because I kind of spent all my money poorly. More heroes wanting to hang out. More bounties wanting to be bountied. I got a scout cut out underneath Mysticarium. Oh yeah, so that's a huge problem, right? This leads directly to his capital city, right underneath Mysticarium. So no matter what I do, he's able to reinforce this really easily. Tricky, tricky, tricky. You're gonna go to the Everwell, and we're gonna solve this problem. It's a bronze location. It's just as difficult as a gold location. I have some questions about that. Gold, a staff, or mana. I guess let's take the gold. You're gonna pick up the Everwell. You can hang out here and heal. Why aren't you healing? Oh, because I marched you. You're missing a defender. You're missing a lot of stuff. You're a defender. Actually need an archer. And a knight. And a knight. Okay, there's my little fairy. So this army is good to go back. But right now, I could throw the Butcher Ogre in here, and then we have this fun nature army. So we kind of have the three of those. And you're missing a defender. I'm not healing, so I might as well just pick him up. Great. Find Gold Ancient Wonder complete. Are we tier 4? No. Subjugation? I believe subjugation is what I wanted to go for here. Let me just double check my note. It was indeed. So this is going to get us Tyrant Knights. So instead, like, if we don't want regular Knights, we can recruit tier 4 Tyrant Knights. They're also on birds. The rest of these I don't really know so much. Final Ultimatum. Pretty good for us. The Intimidating Aura is going to be huge. And the Baron's Palace is useless. Because we only have mega cities.
To the righteous is given the duty.
So we'll take Intimidating Aura to start. A little shop of secrets. Secret, secrets. I got a secret. Honestly, 1,000 knowledge. Let's go. Boom. Done. Do I know where everybody's throne city is? I think I do. I do. So that's all we really need from him. Put you in there to heal. You guys are stuck. You guys are stuck. I guess the Lord's Manor is probably a good point now. Extra food, a bunch of extra draft. I'm also going to pick up that shrine for Meridia. We got the work camp. We got trade proposal. A teleporter pact. I will take that. Defensive pact between those two. I mean, it was going to happen eventually anyway. I guess I could put another fairy in here, but the Entwined Scourge is tier 4, so I feel like that's the better option. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that plan. and we'll keep cooking a little bit more. I think also, yeah, friendly units in this domain are healed for 30 HP at the end of each turn. So the Everwell here is actually really good for us. I should be able to defend here effectively like forever. Yeah, even this guy who wasn't meant to heal actually healed. So you're in good shape too. You're missing a defender or a knight or something. Leash guard. Oh, that was the we recruited this from the Banner Kings. Yeah, okay, so instead of coming in as a recruit, he comes in as a veteran at level 2. Which I guess is also what our guys come in as, right? No, we get soldiers. So yeah, it is slightly better for us to do Banner of Kings. We're going to take 3 status resistance, 3 spirit resistance, anointed people. Oh, sick. We get these nice gray beards. Gandalf's going gray. And I do have room for another hero. You're a Spellblade. You're a Ritualist. A Ritualist with Fearmonger could be pretty good, actually. Ritualist with Shepherd. Animals, plants, and elementals. Ooh. Yes. Yes, actually. Daisy the Beacon, you're going to be in charge of this army. Does a fairy count as a plant? Fae. Does druid count for fae? Animals, plants, and elementals. You're a plant. You're a plant. You're not a plant. You're an animal. Okay, well, maybe we will end up still having that character in there. Because she technically is the support role. So if I put it in Entwined Scourge and then another Entwined Protector, once the ritual hits, that'd be actually pretty good. Then we have these other weird little trash armies rolling around. I don't even know what these guys are. They could probably use something, but I'm not going to panic about it. Mysticarium with another war party. Damn, dude. Can't wait for the DLC with Paladin Monarchy with tier 3 defenders and archers. Dude, there's going to be some fun combos to make with that new DLC. And Rafi Katiki? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Sorry for butchering your name. Ah, shoot. I don't have enough to get all these guys here. Oh, I do have enough for them, though. All right, whatever. Boy, we love taking damage. Samish the Arrow Slinger. I'd love to get him a better weapon. I mean, I kind of like the Javelin because he's all about flanking, but I definitely feel like we could do better. You're rocking a Covenant of Faith, and then we need to start finding gold wonders. That's a warp. It's a double war. It's not Hoots, at least, but it is basically everyone up here. Mysticarium hits us. So I might actually finally be in place to do this siege. Amplifier of hexing. Is that even better than what I have on right now? Yes, it is. This is cool. I've never seen this glitch happen before, where the map still shows in the background. Dread Pirate King K. Rool and his jagged tooth roughnecks. Honestly, the fact that we've never played a campaign with this guy really feels like a shame. The intimidating aura. Light spirits. I think I'm going to just shuffle this. Yeah, we'll grab Final Ultimatum. Covenant of the Faith on our homies in Deep Vault. I do need to cast Intimidation Aura. So we'll help with the morale on that. And then I want to start binding wonders. It's going to take us a long time to bind all the wonders, and they're really easy to have unbound. This guy needs to heal. You're good. You're good. And you're good. So let's take an extra siege project. This would be nice. 10% more resources. We don't have enough to unleash the hounds or do Rebels of Blood. Would you buy anything from me? That was the wrong. God damn it. Can I just buy mana from you? That's what I need to be doing here. Stunned. I'm too tired today. Yeah, this place actually isn't that bad. Here's the thing. I could do a headlong assault, and then I could take it in 2 turns. No healing, a lot of physical damage. Or we do 3 turns. And honestly, I'm going to say screw the onagers and probably undermine the walls. Great for destroying obstacles, but are inaccurate against units. Catapult towers, stone walls. What am I saying? All of our units are riding giant birds. Let's do a headlong assault. I think if we can push it, we should try to. Move you guys up. I'll let you sit in the outpost. Oh, cool. Got this like furious red around them now from the intimidation aura. Intimidating militia.
Oh.
So spooky, that militia. And okay, this says next rally in 4. Our bow is ready for you. So she's going to go from a tier 2 772. So 14, 15, 16 damage to 20. with way better crit chance and everything else on it. I guess I'll natural 20, but that gets bumped up a lot based on her other things. Another 40% there. So that's... I'll take Keen Edge probably next level and give her 60%. Sorry, and she has another 10 here, so that'd be 70%. That should work. She'll start doing big crits. It's a bit weird. But, I don't know. I like it. I'll have these guys move here. I'm still not, like, even with King K rule, I don't really feel an immediate pressure threat. So we'll have to see how this plays. Do we have anything good that we can break down? No, we could probably buy some stuff to break down, though. A tier 3 Dragon Claw. Pants. Honestly, pants would just be good to have. We don't have any pants right now. This always happens. We never have pants. That's getting kind of expensive there, lady. A decent ring. We also don't have much in the way of rings. Decent shield, though we have a decent shield. $347. Oh man, you are too expensive, young man. Two defense and pass through. You know what, man? We don't actually need pass through. Disenchanted. Let's make something we do need, which I guess is gonna be like a sword and crossbow. That guy's using a javelin right now. He's all about flanks. I think I'm going to give him a sword and crossbow. Mostly because I don't know that we've ever used the sword and crossbow. I kind of want just condemned on it. I could put execute on it. That rules. I didn't know you could do that. Let's do that for sure. And then maybe I just give it lifesteal. Or again, I could give it magic origin slayer. We could call it like the bolt of the Inquisition. Because I feel like that's correct. We'll take a few turns getting that online. Oh, here they come. All right, we might need to move more armies over here. That's 4 I can see. It could be more. This Great Bird's Nest is still doing work, thankfully. You're gonna attack me. We're gonna take out a Houndsmaster and a Liege Guard. You're gonna almost kill another Liege Guard. I'm gonna get a Tide Spirit from it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that deal. Not enough mana. Decide later. Really good tier 4 armor. Put this on you. Bolstered defense, so they're going to be really hard to kill. And then honestly, what's on you? You have shielding plate. But I feel like the chest plate of vitality is the better option. So this city attack. Vassalize. And then we should just be able to kind of like spread out some units here. So I lost a leash guard and a houndsmaster there. Let's bring him over as well. Send you back to the outpost. 3 turns we need to keep this to flip it. You leveled up, which is awesome. Now we picked up the infectious affliction. We could go for the quicken ritual. Honestly, probably not a bad idea. Because if we cast quicken ritual, it causes healing spells to become overcharged, and then we can double cast healing spells. I am still struggling to get this major ambition, but we're getting better. Tier 4 unit, right? So that's a tier 3 tide spirit he captured. Costs a lot of mana, so I don't know that we'll take it. Obviously, I just want to run these guys back here to heal. And you know what? I arguably could. Give him. You have a knight, 2 leash guard. This guy's like low level, but give him that knight. And then I can heal up everybody over there, and we're left with like the stronger force. It's actually still a pretty good force. I think that Tide Spirit, though, is probably going to be no-go. Do I need it? I could replace this Gore-Tusk Piglet, but I'm also fine with, like, just taking the Matriarch here. Win a combat with only animals, plants, and elementals on your side. She just needs like one more good monster. That counts as an elemental, so yeah, why don't we just buy some mana? I think we do that twice. At least it's cheap. The other flip of this is I probably want to make sure we have a little bit of mana just in case we need to cast any spells in this fight, because I have a tendency to do that, spend all my mana and then not have any for the fight that matters. 200 points, and we're saving up for 400 here. We are attacked. Oh, we're big attacked. 39 versus 4. 3 druids of the cycle, 3 heroes, including their lord. He is only level 7, though, which is pretty good. We're like level 13. There's a lot of berserkers in here. A couple of glade runners. What does the auto give us, out of curiosity? Probably a stack wipe. Dude, I will 100% take that. A single leash guard lost? We must just have a really good build against him at this point. We're shock and spirit resistance. No, we're mostly just spirit resistance. Question mark? Picked up a padded plate and a frostbringer.
Huh?
That padded plate. It's a slightly better version of this. 15 HP, 10, 15 for 1. Oh, I guess you don't really have anything good right now. Honestly, a mantle is probably better for you. Star blades, ignore. Some extra HP on her is not bad, but I like the idea of her doing extra like spirit damage and other things. She's mainly a damage dealer, so. Okay, so that base spirit goes. Now she has an army of only elementals. If I send her there against Mysticarium, well, she won't reach it in time, so. You're a random army of outcasts. You're a random army of outcasts. You're the garbage army. And you need another leash guard. So legendary defender, why are you not automatically leveled up?
Hey.
Aspirant, leash guard. Okay.
Uh-huh.
We'll wait and see. We should be okay. I don't think they can catch us with anything else there. He says, taunting fate. Base attacks gain fire or double morale when killing something. You know what? I'll give you double morale. In the meantime, we got all that going. Lots of stuff we collected. You got another level of renown, which is excellent. Slowly working towards that ruler's retinue. We should keep an eye on north, just in case something pops down over here. It doesn't seem to be a major concern, but you'd be surprised. Oh, he had 2 armies left there. I didn't even see them. Damn, they were like hiding under the text. I could have wiped them out really easily. Stupid. Your vassal Coldwell is under siege by King K. Rule. You look like you should be fine here. You outnumber him dramatically. Hell yeah. Though it did look like there's also 2 other armies coming. This guy's been my prisoner for a while. He is a arcane mole. Resisting you was a grave mistake. I can see that now. I can no longer go on like this. I was not born to die in chain. I have information. Level 3. I don't really want you as a character. But yeah, man, I'll take your secrets. Unlock final ultimatum. Here's the chaplains. I'm not sure that chaplains are on eagles, but I'm gonna unlock them anyway. I actually think they probably aren't on eagles. requires 2 quarries for the Masonic Hall. That would have been smart. Let's build an Apex Tower. As we pull up the Bolt of the Inquisition as well. Hot Rock NL, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. I hope that NL is Newfoundland. And if it is, hell yeah. All right, we got our little guy here. Sure is. Heck yeah, dude. Hometown, baby. Love to see that. You need a sword. That's my next goal. Or a spear. Or an axe or a glove. I can't have a shield with pole arm, so it's got to be a one-hander. I think let's just give her a classic looking sword. Classic. The most classic looking sword. What could I get her that would be good? Retaliator obviously would be nice. Lifesteal, not a bad choice. Condemned? Slowed? Slowed would probably be good. We're gonna need another $100 reduce, which I cannot put together at the moment. So let's actually think about making other things. You attended an outdoor LAN party I hosted 20 years ago. Dude, I talk about those outdoor LAN parties all the time. All the damn time. Setting up all those tents, those were a great joy. My God. Bringing me back. Well, thank you for those glory days. And thank you for joining us today. Can we make some cheap trinkets here? Innate Spelljammer. Ooh. I can make Berserker Rage on something cheap. I'm also thinking I could make like Army Trainer and True Sight. Call it like the Eye of... I don't know, man. The Eye of Helping. The Eye of a Helping Hand. The ICU. The ICQ. It's a weird choice, but I'm going to go with it. Mysticarium, one more turn. Man, I'm still fighting some heals. You got 1,000 points. Honestly, let's roll you over. And then roll you back. Let them heal. You could also go heal. And then we have the 3 of them rocking it here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Hold the line until we pick this up. Boop, 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 boop. We can bind our first ancient gold wonder. Boom. That's 50 knowledge per turn. Man, I'm going to need a lot more mana. You want me to capture Center Pike? Oh, man, I'll take that job. You've hit Flourishing Vassalage. Yeah, Silver Bridge is still busted here. Supreme. You don't have a Whispering Stone. I should probably give you one, Tuskheim. You're flourishing in 1 turn. In 3 turns. All right, let's withdraw that and put it in here so that we can make some friendships. Make some slightly better friendships. And honestly, then I need mana. So I'm going to just talk to my cities here. A lot of knowledge. But that'll come as we buy up everything. Rainbow clover. Oh my god. Give me that, please. I'm gonna buy a little bit more mana off of you. Yes, yes, yes. 400 mana, I think is what I needed for this cast. This dude is not happy with me. He's got a 95 at this point. Here we go. It's too soon for them to sell another grievance. Oh, interesting. All right, well, that puts you back up to 800. That puts him up to almost 400. Let's give him 400. Now he'll trade me mana. That was the key. With that rainbow clover, we get 100 relations with all of our free cities as well. Oh, nice. And we could do morale, crit chance, spirit damage, spirit resistance. Oh, we got a lot of really good stuff with that. I love to see that. Let's get another ancient gold wonderbound. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm probably gonna have to like plug this cave and then just make the move on center pike. The good news is this should be relatively straightforward to take. Clear out the great bird nest afterwards. They still have not. I had 2 guys attacking this great bird nest and they still have not figured it out. Complicated. Awesome. Flourishing vassalage. That guy's happy about it. You became a vassal, mysticarium, so I'm going to put my stone in you. Sounded weirdly dirty. We're going to take 10% more in tribute. We're at what, 286, 250? 30 something gold and another like 20 mana. That also gave us haste berries, which now means we get the Imperial Essence, another 15 Imperium around founding, migrating, and absorbing cities. Takes -2 turns. And a new rally. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Twine Scourges. Tree people, tree people. And the Entwined Protectors. Awesome. So, that's this army. So she's a caster. The Horn God is a caster. So I'm going to do 1 Entwined Scourge, and I'm going to do 1 extra Entwined Protector for her. And I reckon that should work pretty well. You need to heal, so I'm just going to pop you over to this outpost where we're getting that like +30. And then I can have this gang move down to the Cursed Barrows. Honestly, it looks like we finally have enough to really run 2 armies at the same time. Two full stacks, I should say. Haste berries, the ICQ. I got no with weapons here. Yeah, I can put on spirit damage. Better critical hit chance. Frenzy we get now. All right. We didn't get that much new fancy stuff. We did get army recuperation though, which is really nice. And you know what? I can do it for just the regular stuff. So why don't we just have like the seed of supplication. And we'll make out some of those. You have true sight. You don't have army trainer. So we'll just give you that right now. I also I literally don't even have a ring. I don't have a single ring. Okay. Everybody pass the turn and calm the hell down. Scouts picking up gold underground. From all of my weird cities just like stretching and poking their tendrils in everywhere. Warpit shouldn't be too bad to make a play on now that we've kind of gotten the better of him here. It's being attacked by birds. Let's just make more of these. I kind of want one of those in every one of my armies. True sight. 10 points, 10 points in true sight. And we'll give you the seed of supplication here. There is the chaplain. Start of the battle, all enemy units have -10 morale. I'm gonna pick up Tyrant Knights. Yeah, we're almost at max city here anyway, so it's not really a big issue. We might as well take this because it'll be a forester, but it will also ping off the Shrine of Meridia. Is that not annexed? No, it is. We're going to bind a second Ancient Gold Wonder. Have a Covenant of the Faith we need cast, which will give us some more mana back as well. And then the 3 of you. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to march down this way. Do I want to fully march down this place? That's the real question. I guess why not? I can actually siege it right now. So I guess let's do that. Interesting. If I took Rebels of Blood and Subjugating Raid, the entire enemy army would start with -20 morale. Obviously, there's something to be said for that. I think I'll harass the defenders just to give them a slightly easier time. Then you guys are good. You guys are good. You guys are going to figure yourselves out. Bounty was canceled. Not for the one I'm on, is it? No, yeah, we're still on Center Pike. We pick up a lesser Storm Spirit here. I'm just gonna send him home. So he's got like one army here, but that's about it. So I think we basically buckled all of his main forces. He didn't march out to fight us on the siege. We're gonna siege this town on this round. Just gotta make sure I don't get killed by that great bird nose. It's our real goal. And then excellent. 3 more turns on the Ancient Gold Wonder. And we're on our second book. So yeah, in 1 more research. So when we're done this Tyrant Night, we'll also unlock book 5. Is there any way I can get you all down there? He's recovering, so I don't think I will be attacked. I don't think I'll be attacked. You know what, man? I gotta wait 3 turns for the other one anyway. Just move them safe. We'll be smart about it. And it's impossible to tell what we have here. So, we'll just camp you. I'm just going to camp you for right now. Oh, here are the rest of my trees. I didn't want to bring them over. Covenant of the Faith on Mysticarium. Another Seed of Supplication. We'll also give him the True Seeing's Charm. You want peace. Come on. Casting Blizzard on my scouts. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. You fit vassalage. Excellent. You fit flourishing vassalage. Excellent. Oh, nice. This guy's actually giving me binding... What is it? Binding essence? Fragments? Fragments? Those are the good ones. 2 fragments a turn. Hell yeah, dude. I greatly appreciate that. And I guess he's got this outpost. He's got another outpost down here. We could probably just sweep that up afterwards. That outpost might be a decent spot for just like protecting ourselves. We should definitely rally of Kings, Colwell. I did not realize he was getting dunked on again. The Goldsmith of Deepvault requests a moment of your time. As a proud, resourceful toad, we need to keep improving the city. Our newest project will upgrade my own mansion. My architects have suggested a few designs. Grant you the honor of choosing the final design. Order boon. Money. Oh man, I'll take an order boon. Why not? What kind of guys are you fighting? Looks like a lot of cold dweebs. So anybody that does fire damage. Scald. I would have thought autumn fairies, but apparently they do lightning. Gremlin. Seal bearers. I guess not. Wow, that's a not quite what I was hoping for here. All right, so you have a support unit and a skirmisher. I'm gonna give you this like Liege Guard, this Dark Knight, maybe an Astral Siphoner, a couple of Bastions, a Berserker and an Iron Golem, maybe a Spring Fairy, Sun Priest, a Daylight Spear, an Aspirant Knight, and a Bannerman. Two turns, so they'll come up just before that place gets fully sieged. Reality, hello, how we doing? Bonded vassalage here on Tuskheim. More Seeds of Supplication. And probably, who do we have down here? You, and you. I'm going to give you the Seed of Supplication because I just kind of like your ridiculous build right now. And by your build, I mean like your tree people build. I'd double move you. So that's waiting. Poots got beat up at Silver Bridge, I guess by that brigand camp. You're attacking me here outside the city. I'm going to win this. It's 2-1. I opened my mouth and then immediately I was like, why'd you do that? Why'd you open your mouth? Yeah, fine. I'll take it. Scout gets killed by that blighted tree. Just relaxing, watching the stream. How am I doing? I'm doing very well. We're somehow pulling this off at the moment, it feels like. We're about to bind our last gold wonder. We're about to unlock tier 5 tomes, all on the same turn. Sunderer, I don't... I'm gonna keep him because I think it just gives me renown. It does, 25 renown every time I do that. Tyrant Knight. I'm not on tier 5. Oh my god, was that just the tier 3 book? Oh, sweet jeez. We are still mega behind. All right, we're gonna pick up the Tome of Supremacy. God, we have 2 tier 4 books to get through before we can get this win.
Who seek to shepherd and
That's
guide
a bit
our
longer than I
people
thought it was.
are gifted with glorious purpose. This
Bannerman.
righteous glory surges from our very being, permeating into the flesh and spirit of our subjects.
So exemplars are just like
inspiring them
souped up
to
Liege Guard.
greatness. Victory for those on this divine path.
We're gonna want both of them. Vassals, you got an Apex Twin Tower, so we're gonna get a Order Amplifier Lens. Debuff spells remove all positive effects from their targets. Damage spells deal +10 spirit damage. I can recruit Tyrant Knights in like a single turn, so I guess let's just start getting a few of them out. You guys are almost there. I think I can nap. This is solved, but we do have to kill off those birds. So why don't we just quickly heal? I'm going to bind the Shrine of Meridia. So now all I have to do is research and cast Age of Order and then defend these for 15 turns. No problem, right? We're going to make another one of these. I got to cool down, though, because we're running out of stuff. I could pick up Explore the World, but I feel like we basically have that done already. So I'm not gonna. Let's give you a Seed of Supplication. Great. Maybe move this army down to take part in the main siege, actually. Could be a wise idea. I don't think anybody else is going to manage to get the seal victory in time. If he does, we're allied to him, I guess. 29 turns. Wow, dude. He is cruising towards that. These guys can honestly go all the way back home. Wow, that Tyrant Knight got down here fast. How do you guys stack up? Obviously, this guy's a champion, so he's hitting a little bit better. Charge Strike versus Demoralizing Charge Strike. And this guy gets Oppress. Target enemy unit has a base 90% chance of losing 25 morale. On failure, loses 10 morale instead. Kind of feels like the Tyrant Knights might just be better in every way. They're certainly more evil. Alright, we're gonna let you heal. What are you missing? You're a ranger. You need like a proper Houndsmaster. And you probably need that Aspirant Knight. Actually, you probably need another defender, but I'm going to give you that Aspirant Knight instead. Alright, it is what it is. My armies grow more and more confusing by the moment. By the moment? By the minute? Grab that on you. Nice. Everybody actually has that healing seed now. Your hero, Daisy, asks you for an audience. I am a shepherd, but maybe I want to be something else. No, I want you to be a shepherd. I've spent all this effort getting you this sick all-plant army. That absolutely slaps. Will it slap enough to win this fight, though? Great question. Yeah, I'll take it. Why not? Staff of Elemental Slaying and a charged robe.
Uh-huh.
She is a burning Blightbringer that can conjure animals. This one is Elemental Slayer and Dispel Magic. I kind of feel like Conjure Animal is the staff for her. You have defeated the Regent and taken his capital. Amidst his regency, your army stormed the former capital, flooding into the main halls. Deep within the city, you find a hidden dungeon where you see the Emperor, Nivers the Pilgrim, slumbering in an elaborate construction of ritual arcane sigils and machines you recognize as a cage of binding. Unfortunately, the former regent had set a trap. Without even having to take proper precautions, the trap triggers and the cage starts to disintegrate, no doubt resulting in the defeat of Emperor Nivers the Pilgrim. He cannot be saved, but you can take one action before the cage of binding collapses. Free level up. Claim its power in one burst. Half a turn of knowledge. Or some good alignment and magic. I'm going to take a free level up, dudes. I'm going to vassalize this city. That's making us chunky. You're going to get that crit bonus. And then we'll figure out what to do with you guys. Mostly it looks like I need to create more of these defenders. Or exemplars. I'll be real. I think we have a few turns to figure it out. My ruler has leveled up. You're going to take this guy next. Withering Magic. Attacks and debuffs as status vulnerability. And then we'll pick up Siphon Blessing next. We're going to kind of work down that side of the tree. I guess the staff we picked up we can get rid of. Along with that charged robe. Almost enough to make something new. And then y'all can just come up here. Start healing. I've been denounced by Hoots. We've released Center Pike as a vassal. So let's make sure that we have our stones in the right places. Because I want to get these guys up as quick as we can. Can I play this gamer RPG mouse only because you have one usable hand? Yes. The only thing I could think of that I really use my hand for is scrolling the map, and you can just click and drag. In combat, everything is mouse. Yeah. Yeah, you could play this with just one hand. And I'm sure there's some weird mods if, you know, everybody else is wondering if you can play it with just one hand. This guy has a more legitimate reason by the sound of it, though. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think, like, I'm the only thing I can really think of is just I'm panning around constantly. But if your memory is trained for mouse instead of WASD, that shouldn't really be an issue. We got a little order amplifier over here. What else do we need? Honestly, an arcane observatory might be good, because that'll let us see if anything is coming in from a distance to give us trouble. We pick up some astral dew. Well done. The Empire is defeated. That brings us one step closer to victory. This guy is upset because we won. I have more Covenants of the Faith to cast. So I guess my next option is to cut down here and beat up these birds. So I'm going to have you heal. I'm going to have you stand next to them. You're a random army. You're a good army. So the three of them can go down here and deal with this bird's nest. If I can, I'm gonna let her fight a bird's nest, an army on its own, so that she could get this major ambition. But I'm not super certain that's gonna happen. Oops, sorry, cancel. Then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna move everybody with these half armies back to the base. Because I'm going to have to just like merge a bunch of stacks here. And I don't really know what they look like yet. I could make Leash Guard. I'm also like, I could just save up for Exemplars at this point. It does look like the Chaplains are not on Birdback. They are really good though. Cool. cooldown of 1 with a 45 temp HP healing and negative status removed. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy good. 45 temp healing is bonkers. I love how all of our guys just look like gorillas. Like Knuckles just dragging on the floor. Leslie, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Well, I think maybe I'll just pop like a few leash guard in here for right now. Until we know like quite exactly what we're doing with them. Everything in this game is turn-based. Have plenty of time to move hand from mouse to keyboard if needed. Yeah, that's true. That's also true. Yeah. Aya has found a gold wonder. Dude, I really hope my allies don't like beat me to the victory condition. I saw this victory condition so clearly, so early. I'd be sad times if we couldn't get it. You, and you. So, one of these is an invasion army. So it should invade. And if that's the case, I should be able to get her to attack it on its own. Stormbound Maple. Cool. Everybody else, please move. I'm actually thinking the only thing that you need, the only thing that I can think of that you need a second hand for is the shift click to select multiple units, which is like a brand new thing they just added. So it's not like it's even really like needed per se. Okay. Ooh. Knightly orders. Units of legendary ranks gain a buff depending on their type. Fearless, and gives fearless to other units on shield arms. So our exemplars and our liege guards will pick up that. Our knights and our tyrant knights will get 30% chance of inflicting stunned. Our bannermen will get +2 bolster resistance on support abilities. And our chaplains, I guess, as well. Our archers will get giant slayer. I'm not really using most of anything else. It's kind of curious. Normally I use so many more units than this. I will pick that up though. To be honest, I don't know what else I'm saving Imperium for. I feel like I should just be making more forests. The forests are what give us knowledge right now, and the only thing we really need is knowledge, so. And turn. Let's see what these boys do. I think I'm gonna have to track this seal's victory. When I'm allowed. Once the game decides I'm allowed. This is fun. The map's going to turn into a full 3v3 at the end of this. Grudge due to grievance. Let's get rid of that. So this is going to be a bit of a tight fight, and the biggest threat about this is I'm fighting phoenixes with a bunch of plants, which might not go so well, but Arcanium ore. Another city released as a vassal. That's Gore Pit. Oh, you have stone, and you have a stone. Yeah, you're doing fine. Great. Great. I might as well. Oh, I should actually be buying that instead. There's a ton of mana. We now have the entire world map. So wherever our scouts are, we can delete them. Soup, 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 soup. So I'm going to have her alone fight this. I mean, it's a little to be expected. I'm fighting a bunch of phoenixes with a bunch of plants. But by Jove, I had to try. All right. How are we going to do this? Summon animal. Here's my goal. That's a bait character. You know what else is a bait character? This. 2? That's it? Uh-oh. Twine. Sap strength. Yeah, pretty good sap strength there. The other one's out of range, so let's do that. Double resist, 3 times weakened. Okay. Everybody else, just get rooted. Oh no! Worst possible choice there. That guy did great though, and he lit everyone on fire, including all of his own homies. This is for a major ambition, so I literally don't care if any of these units die, except for maybe the Horned God. You guys have a ton of potential flank shots there. What do I have in spells? Friendly units in a 2 hex don't have zeal. Friendly units in 1 hex get defensive masters and charge resistance. Does count as an order buff. I feel like you should be animating Flora. You got a pretty good flank there, so I'm going to let you just take it. Non-ethereal, non-hero enemy sustains damage, has a 120% chance of becoming immobilized. If this unit dies while under this effect, it transforms into an entwined thrall. %100% chance of being entwined. So what I like about this is if it is entwined, it won't revive. But it doesn't look like that worked at all in any way, shape, or form. This unit and all friendly adjacent units heal. Alright, you're just gonna have to move, I guess. That's not really gonna do much to you, especially because you've got all that blight resistance. It feels like it's gonna be a bad idea. So why don't we go for you with the bug? Yeah, I definitely see why I lost this fight. Thankfully, they're more on fire, I feel like, than I am. But I am very on fire. You know what? Actually, just everybody's on fire right now. Yeah, that's awesome. The Phoenix win for the animate flora. We're getting stacks of decaying. Now, they reworked decaying. So it's no longer blocks heals, but I think it's like reduces the amount we heal by. You're berserked, which could have been better. Yeah, so decaying now stacks up to 4 times. Ah, okay, and the 4th time is a full block. So, it's still pretty rough. What could go wrong, right? Drummer Scott, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Choo 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 choo. I'm gonna have this guy do that heal attack. So let's move you in here. That's a kill, so you can just kill him. Spending too much time on these garbanzos. I don't think that's going to give that animate flower another turn. I think I'm going to heal you. 3 HP? That was it? Why did that only do 3 HP? Ah, decay, of course. How foolish of me. Conjure Divine Beacon is going to give us all 15 HP a turn. So honestly, I'm not even sure this guy needs to do Healing Sap. Can only be used once per battle. Worried about where that damn Phoenix is going to go right now. $30 damage, 27 damage. Why is this guy taking more damage? Just thin him out. Flank. I forgot we actually had a turn with that guy. Otherwise, I would have used him. How does that work with the order lens? Removes all debuffs from the unit. Does it do it before the heal or after? Probably after. Oh, thank God for Steadfast. Though I am taking some pretty rough morale penalties right now. Nice. That burning just did big work. You're gonna heal. You're gonna go for that guy. Who somehow I didn't kill. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm gonna sap strength. Do these guys get this on a cooldown? Yes, they do. Oh, that's bad. All right, cast this. Get him surrounded. You have 4 stacks of the king. You have 4 stacks of the king. So these heals ain't gonna do a lot. You unfortunately can't really do anything here other than do a quick stab. So I think we're just gonna have you pull up warding. Affected unit also loses all positive status effects. Order amplifier. Yeah, so the amplifier doesn't remove effects from me. It removes effects from them. Honestly, I think I might just do another one of these heal beacons, dudes. I know it does like so little though, because of everyone's decaying. If successful, it gains 60 morale and becomes permanently mind control. If resisted, the unit dies. Oh, it needs to be on a routing unit though. You're close, but you're not there yet. And I don't have any spells that do what I need. Let's just do that. It's 2 strength and 3 fortune, so at least we're gonna hit. And unfortunately, I need to target that Phoenix, but I can't, so I'm gonna target this one. We're getting crits. Ow. Ow. Oh. No, there's the ow. I was like, I know the ow is coming. Okay. Now you're very low. Okay, I did not. You look like you were turned around, so I didn't think that was going to hit me. Can I animate any flora? Sure can. Poisonous spores. The entwine is really not going to do a lot of damage. It's also like very unlikely to hit. But oh my god, he's routed. Final ultimatum. I'm going to move you here, and then I'm going to cast heal. You're steadfasted, so you can't really do much. So I think what I'll do is I'll just move you here and shield wall, so at least everybody gets a buff. I can hit this guy with a reclaiming bolt, but it's also going to just absolutely toast me as well, so... I don't think it's really worth it right now. This guy just broke morale. Wow, we berserked and almost killed the Horn God. I might have just... I was hoping I could get a final ultimatum off. But I can't. Get them, little beetles. How much damage am I going to take at the end of my turn? I bet it's not going to be a number I like. He's the only one I can't get back. You've got to be kidding me. You've literally got to be kidding me. The Phoenix came back. Even though the other guy was routing. God damn it, dude. I had won the fight already. And he respawned. Thank God his overheat is on cooldown. He's trying to move. Animate another plant. Oh, half plant and plants burn good, so that's also a problem. Yep. Oh my God, it's because she died, she's not going to get that goddamn ability. No, she got it. Excellent. Animal, plants, and elementals have minus 20% upkeep and 20 HP. That's all I wanted, dudes. That's all I was doing that for. Oh, I got an aspirant knight out of it. Take it on home. Sorry, you guys can actually just merge and then come on home. So I did lose most of that army. I lost 3 protectors. That's okay. We can get them in the next rally back. $600. That can't be right. No, it's not right. Leash Guard, Aspirant Knight, and a Houndmaster all dead. Okay. Wand of Mass Healing, a Wind Rager, and an Accurate Crown. You know what? I'm going to give that Wand of Mass Healing to you. Because I feel like if you had that in that fight, it would have solved you a lot of grief. Anyway, those birds are dead. So that problem is solved. You got your major ambition. And I can start recruiting exemplars. Sarah, hello. Welcome, welcome. You want me to wrap things up? Send an army of giant snails after some salt golems. I wish there were salt golems. Cool. We've explored the whole map. My scouts have nothing left to do, so I'm going to stop paying for them. So there's a capital there. Coldwell is no longer under siege because its massive reinforcements showed up. But that being said, if they all decide to stay outside of the city... 1,700 point army. Wow, he's got some big fights there. Oh! A Wanderer, Fridge Freezer, is asking to join our realm. I think I could accept this. He's a spellcaster ultimately. And I feel like our kind of thing is spellcasting. Now, I have a great question because I don't know what kind of caster he is. He is an elementalist. He should not be a disciple of Earth. He is literally a frost giant. This is the new elementalist tree for anyone who was wondering. Hey, Mona. You coming up? Yeah, you are. Frostwind Evocation. Focused Evocation. Dissonant, Frozen, Cascading Ruin. Frozen and Slowed. I feel like let's go Pure Frost on you. Elemental Gateway. powered evocations. Ritual elements. I don't know what most of these abilities do yet, so elemental mastery. We'll take the withering blizzard. I could not tell you what he was meant to have. Let's give him frost strikes, because obviously that seems like it makes sense. Spirit breaker aura? Yeah, probably not. I could give him the keeper's mark. Unit gains undying. Whoa. Super useful. Killing a unit deals 15 frost damage up to two other enemies within 2 hexes. All right, well, I'm gonna obviously give you that one. Sundered resistance or evasion. I do want to give you hurl ice boulder, so let's make sure we do that. Yeah, sundered resistance. Why not, right? I'll give him this crown. I'll give him this plate. He's a big ice giant. He's got icy stuff. Lightning has the ability to make people wet. Could also work for frost giants. Oh, you're right. It does do frost resistance as well. But, I mean, I feel like he was like the pure frost mage. So, Frostwind evocation makes sense. Hi, you want to say hi, everybody? On a time. She's a happy girl today. You're just vibing, hey? You're like, all right, I'll come up, but I'm not saying hi to anybody. I'm not interested. I'm doing my own thing today. Yeah. All right, all right. It's like I'm not even looking at chat today. I'll teach you what for. All right, well, we also have a frost giant now, whatever we want to do with him. We also have access to giants because of the Shrine for Meridia. So everybody can just zoom home. Kind of the goal right now is just to get all of our armies together and then figure out what in the hell they're doing. We got to do a bit of a rebuild on them, so. Why don't we build a sanctuary on our conduit? Seems like a decent idea there. We have coast, water, and river. Gets +2 food, and rivers counts as roads. Yeah. I guess. There are rivers all over the map. Like here. A treaty with the Vernos for... This was for mana. And you're up to vassalage now. Great. Covenant of Faith on forfeit. Oh my god, dudes. Well, we managed to crush that pretty well. So, I feel like Temple of the Goateer here, I wouldn't mind taking. And then maybe we could like build an outpost here, or, well, not on the seal, so I guess right here. There might still be an outpost underneath this, but I guess it's probably not. Then we can prep an army to fight Runestar when the actual war breaks out. don't know what's going on with Silverbridge here. I have enough control of the world map to unlock the beacons of unity. I'm going to tell you, that is unexpected. Don't really want any of these, so I think let's shuffle. I'll take a free summon of regulars. Target-friendly unit heals all of its HP, dispels all negative status resistances, gets 3 bolstered resistance. All allied units get 3 strengthened and 15 morale. So we're going to take that because that also gives them +3 fortune. Well, these guys are going to zoom along. You're going to chill out for a second. Chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. I'm going to keep making exemplars and tyrant knights. I have a lot of Imperium coming in, so. All right. There's the war against Hoots. This guy's forged an alliance. They started a war. They started a war. They ended that war. Wow. Okay. Chrono is going to win the game in 15 turns based on seals. That's why what actually just happened was the unification war just broke out, and it's over somebody else beating me to the victory. There's our vassalization of Gorpit. I guess here's the thing. I can't win an expansion victory on a mega city map because I can't build 3 beacons of unity. Either way, we're in for 2 very good possibilities. I just got to make sure that this alliance doesn't fall apart. We've got a new rally, so we can get all of our plants back, the entwined protectors. I'm also going to pick up an extra liege guard. Should I pick up a bunch of giants for my giant guy? Hell, why not? At this point. And we still have a ton more points in the Rally of Kings there. Man, I would love a moment just to rebuild these armies properly. You're actually fine. I might replace that Liege Guard with a exemplar, I think would be good. No, just him. So this is a 2,000 point army. You have a Liege Guard, a Knight, a Peacebringer, and a Bannerman, and you are a Defender. So you're missing kind of like a ranged guy. But I tell you what, why don't we give you the extra Tyrant Knight? This army is good. You have an extra Aspirant Knight. This dude back here is falling apart. Can't boost them. That's very annoying. This army is you, and you. So he basically needs all the other bits and pieces. 2 Liege Guard and a Knight would fit really perfect in there. So that's another good army. Great.
Hey.
I have a weird collection of like elementals and pigs. Gosh. I guess. You're another exemplar. She's probably going to go up with him. Him. All right, let's pass this turn. Pass this turn, get our armies put together. Make it make some sense. I can't believe on a dormant seal, rushing the other victory conditions is still like I'm neck and neck for first place. I don't really understand the point balance on seal victory. Like, I put it on because I was like, oh, this is kind of like a score victory in that it gives you a bit of a deadline, but I would have thought dormant would have been like, you know, not 115 turns. Like, that's basically a short game. All right, that's you. That's you. You're a scout, actually. I don't need you anymore. I guess I could put the giant in charge of all these elementals. It's a bit strange, but it does kind of work. I feel like I'm missing a hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a whole army over here. Oh, and then there's this guy. So you have an exemplar, an aspirant knight, a bannerman. I'm going to give you a tyrant knight. Then you're good. Or I could give him an actual army. Exemplar, tyrant knight, exemplar, bannerman. He's a wizard. Houndmaster? Actually, he has a bannerman. So, tyrant knight, exemplar, exemplar. Him and the Houndmaster. Technically, elementals could go in her army. And you know what? One would go well. Let's put the Wind Rager in there. And then she's got those armies being recruited. So... y'all go that way. 4, 5, 6. Great, 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 great. Great, great. My vessel is under siege. Oh, he's very dead under siege. Okay. We're gonna accept this warp. We have major justification on it. My rivalry has ended. But the war breaks out proper now. So we get to move up to Runestar with our 4 armies here. Take them on. How do we get to Coldwell? Honestly, through like no pressing means. I'm kind of thinking we like take Coldwell and then maybe try to make over to Silverbridge, or we just like set one army, one set of 3 in Runestar and one set up to Silverbridge. These are all just outposts. Outposts. Yeah, they're not getting any close. So I think with the beginning of like our final push on our armies and the last potentially 15 turns en route, they can never hold the seals that long. Yeah, he's already back to 21. So we're very, very close to getting the magic victory. Our ally is very close to getting the seal victory. This joining in the war bumped it back to 665, so it's not like the alliance is going to break down anytime soon. It's a 3 versus 3. I think we leave that for the finale. I think that's the perfect spot for us to leave that for the finale. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you come back. Check us out in the next video. Until then.